any of you guys start Avocademy with no UX UI experience? I know you mentioned it before, but if you don't mind sharing it again, just for those that didn't get to hear it.
So I was an art teacher, I guess, right? So like I guess visually I had a graphic design class under my belt like 10 years ago under my belt, right? So it had been a while. Um so I could paint and draw and make things visually pretty. I did have a sister-in-law in tech in another company. She mentioned UX, and I downloaded Figma on my computer, and it was awful. I hated it, and I didn't know why people would ever use it. And I tried my little heart out for a year, and I made nothing. I tried doing like daily like tasks or challenge. There's a daily UI challenge out there somewhere that's a little dated. And I tried all by myself and it did not go well. I think by the time I got to Avocademy, I thought I had experience. Looking back now with what I know now compared to what I knew in August, I knew nothing. I had no experience. I had nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna say very little to none for me.
Yeah, okay. So I have a similar situation to Marin. I'm not an art teacher. I did go to art school and I do have this art background, and I will say that one thing they did teach me in art school is how to talk about your work, and I feel like that helped me out a lot when talking about my designs in my portfolio or selling myself as a designer. Um and I also had like over I want to say like over 10 years of like digital program or digital design experience. So like Adobe Creative Suite, Photoshop, After Effects, all of Illustrator, all of the like I already had experience in that. So then jumping to Figma, once I really started like digging and kind of configuring how to do things, it was a lot easier for me. But I will say like the UI part of UX design is only like half of like
Oh
the
my gosh.
entirety of UX. So the whole entire beginning part where you're doing primary research and secondary research and affinity mapping and user flows and even like conducting workshops or usability testing and how to find a solid finding. That, I didn't learn that on my own. I have no experience in that at all. And I've also seen and I've known people from Avocademy who have no design experience whatsoever be able to pick up Figma, learn it like that, be able to record all of their research, all of their usability testings, make solid case studies, and get amazing jobs. So while I do have that art background and I do have like that knowledge of like how to use these programs, it's only honestly it's like a quarter of UX design. There's so much that goes into it that you have to learn.